I accidentally received a stranger's package containing $50,000 cash. The note inside changed my life forever. I found $50,000 in cash delivered to my apartment by mistake. The package included a note that read, "Dad, this is everything I have. Please use it for mom's surgery. I am sorry I waited so long. Your son." After tracking down the real recipient, I discovered a family story that would change both our lives. The package arrived on a rainy Tuesday parent a simple brown box addressed to James Wilson at my address. But I am not James Wilson. The delivery service had mixed up the apartment number, sending it to 3B instead of 8B. I should have just marked it wrong address and left it for redelivery. But the box was soaking wet from the rain, starting to disintegrate at the corners. However, I might need to repackage it. I carefully opened it. Inside, wrapped in plastic, were stacks of $100 bills, 50 of them, each containing $1,000. And beneath the money, a handwritten note on lined paper. "Dad, this is everything I have. Please use it for mom's surgery. I am sorry I waited so long. Your son." My heart raced as I stared at more cash than I'd ever seen. I am a kindergarten teacher with student loans and a rent that eats half my paycheck. That money could change everything for me. For 15 minutes I sat contemplating a new life, parent debt-free with enough left for a down payment on a small condo. No one knew the package had arrived. No one would know if I kept it, except I would know, and somewhere a mother needed surgery her family couldn't afford. I searched our building directory for James Wilson and found him in apartment 8B. An older man opened the door, his eyes tired and red. "Mr. Wilson, I am from 3B. This package was delivered to me by mistake." When he saw the return address, something shifted in his face. "It's from Michael," he whispered. He invited me in, hands trembling as he opened the package. When he saw the contents, he collapsed into a chair. 10 years, he said, staring at the money. "We haven't heard from him in 10 years. Over coffee, James shared their story. His son Michael had left after a bitter argument when he was 22. James had disapproved of Michael's career choices, his lifestyle, everything. The final straw came when Michael missed his mother's birthday party at least. That's what James had assumed. He told Michael not to come back until he straightened out his priorities. What James didn't know was that Michael had actually been working 3 jobs trying to save enough to help with family expenses. The music festival he'd attended was his first gig as a sound engineer, paired a job that could finally provide stable income. Margaret needed heart surgery, parent expensive, and only partially covered by their insurance. They'd been selling possessions, considering a reverse mortgage on their home of 40 years. With James's permission, I searched for Michael and found him working at a recording studio in Nashville. When I called, I simply said I was a friend of his parents, and his mother needed surgery. "Is she okay?" were his first words, not anger, not resentment, just concern. 2 weeks later, I sat in a hospital waiting room with James while Margaret underwent surgery. We both looked up when a tall man with James's eyes walked in, hesitating at the doorway. Father and son stared at each other before James stood, closing the distance between them. "I am sorry," they both said simultaneously, and then they were embracing. Before Michael left, he gave me a card with a gift certificate for a student loan repayment service, parent enough to cover half my remaining debt. Wrong. Deliveries should benefit everyone, he'd written. Sometimes our most important deliveries in life aren't the ones we're expecting, and sometimes doing the right thing doesn't just help others. Panted opens doors we never knew existed.